Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Particularly Peculiar Podcast. We are your hosts,
Christian and Taylor.
So, today's Friday the 13th, 2022, and we spontaneously decided we definitely need to record an episode right now.
Well, we thought such an unlucky day, but we wanted to make you guys some pretty lucky people.
Super lucky.
Lucky you.
We're going to bring this one to you uncut, raw, if you will. No editing. We're just going to...
We be raw dogging it.
When we shut it off, I'm going to post it. So whatever happens, happens. But I really thought about doing this episode a little bit ago because at work we had been talking about, at my day job, we had been talking a lot about the origin of Friday the 13th. And there was so many different takes, which, most everybody just Googled it and whatever they found, they said, but there's just a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think it's been just, going on for so long and everything just kind of like builds and builds and builds. So we have so many different things. We have so many different thoughts, many different superstitions.
It evolves over time, that's for sure. And some of the ones that I found date back, really far. Well, starting with Jesus. So Friday the 13th, I found...
The big J.
The big J. The whole J.
The whole J.
The all-important J. So I found that Friday the 13th has a phobia associated with it. Did you see that? I am going to attempt to pronounce this right now.
Oh, yeah. Can I? No, you go ahead and then I'll try.
Okay. To me, it looks like paraskevidecatriophobia.
I have a different one, which actually I think I have the same one later on, but I also found one. Do you have like the different word parts and what they mean on yours?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I just found that word.
So the one I found was frigatriscidicaphobia.
Okay.
And mine said that it was tracing back to Norse and Greek languages.
Oh.
Frigg meant the Norse goddess that Friday is named after, which is also Freya.
Yep, I do have that.
The two Greek words, triskaideka, meaning 13, and phobia, meaning fear. So, that's obviously different. And I don't know if we said any of that correctly. You're welcome.
But we said it.
We did.
And we will play it back later when we find out. So, like we had said, over time, the superstition really has just evolved. And now I think it's just really hard for anybody to pinpoint the origin of Friday the 13th. The one that I heard a couple of times was that at the Last Supper with Jesus himself,
the big J,
the 13th guest to arrive was the disciple Judas, who betrayed Jesus and was then crucified the next day, which was Good Friday. So Thursday was the... now, anybody out there can correct me if I'm wrong, which I very well could be, but I believe the Last Supper was on Thursday. Good Friday was the next day, and that's when Judas, the 13th disciple, was crucified.
And was it Friday the 13th? Or was that not a thing
think so.
yet? Because...
No, so he was the 13th disciple, and then it was on Friday. So that was one. And then another one that I had was about Loki. Did you read about that? Was in Norse mythology, I do believe. Loki, who is the god of mischief, ruined a banquet they were having in Valhalla.
Rude.
And so him coming to the banquet made him the 13th god in attendance during this banquet. Excuse me. And during the commotion, the blind god Hodor, Hodr, Hodor, I think. I'm not a mythology aficionado. The god Hodor shot, so he was blind, this guy, Hodor.
Yes,
the god.
you said that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said the blind god.
Oh, that would indicate
Hodor.
That would indicate that he was blind.
Yeah.
So he shot his brother Balder. Was the other guy's name?
Baller or Balder?
Balder.
Oh, okay.
With an arrow. That was actually it was a mistletoe tipped arrow
Mistletoe.
that
What
killed
the
him
hell is
instantly.
happening?
So I don't know if that banquet was on a Friday, but that just was another instance of the number 13.
Oh, okay.
Right. Which was like a misfortune with
Yes.
the number
it
13.
was unlucky. It was very bad luck.
Right.
Okay, what else you got for me? I figure you can kind of tell us the history, and then I can your history is also kind of like fun facts, but then I can tell you what I got.
Okay. The only other one that I had was the first one that I had heard today from a fellow coworker, and that had to do with the Knights Templar.
Mm-hmm.
And in looking this up, there was a lot of claims that this is actually false. I think that this did happen, but it is not the reason why Friday the 13th is such a big deal. So it was on Friday the 13th in 1307 that King Philip IV of France ordered all the Knights Templar to be rounded up and thrown in prison. And I guess the movie The Da Vinci Code says in there that is why Friday the 13th got its bad name, but I guess it can't be directly associated with that for some reason, but I don't know. It's another thing that happened.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know any of that. So.
Me either, really, honestly. And
Yeah.
This is not our first Friday the 13th that we've been alive.
Clearly.
But the first one that we've been this interested in information.
Yeah, I guess we just never decided to look into it.
No, that was one of those you just hear about it and it's like, oh yeah, today's a terrible day.
Yeah.
All the bad things happened today.
Watch out. Stay inside.
Which I also have positive things too, but
Oh.
You go ahead with yours.
Okay. So I just found a few fun facts or I don't know if they're fun per se.
We're about to find out.
But yeah, so I guess what is kind of interesting is that obviously Friday the 13th isn't an unlucky day everywhere, right?
Right.
It's mostly
It's not
Western, I believe.
Yeah, it's not universal.
So in Italy, actually Friday the 13th is a lucky day, or just the 13th in general is lucky. Whereas Friday the 17th is considered to be an unlucky day.
Oh, not Friday the 17th.
I know. Oh my gosh,
It
it's
sounds terrible.
In Italian culture, 13 is also generally considered a lucky number, whereas 17 is considered unlucky. And this has something to do with the Roman numerals for 17, how they can be rewritten. I guess if you shuffle the Roman numerals around, it can mean I have lied.
Oh.
And that just, it's a bad omen.
Okay.
I guess.
I got it. 17 sucks. We'll just remember that.
Yep. No.
Oh.
17's good.
Oh, was it Ireland? Was 17 was bad?
No, I don't know.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
move on.
I'm so confused.
Studies have shown that millions of people, especially in the West, are wary of Friday the 13th. We didn't need to say that studies have shown that. We all know that, right?
We're living
But
this.
It is interesting that business actually lose business.
Businesses lose business.
Businesses lose business on Friday the 13th. They actually suffer a little bit on Friday the 13th.
That just shows how much power the collective human mind has on everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny because airlines are who loses out the most.
People are
Obviously.
they're like, yeah, Fuck that.
I'm not flying.
I
Hell
am not flying however many thousand feet in the air on Friday the 13th. We're
Nope.
just not doing that.
Count me out.
I would, but
Okay, let's see here.
I wonder if flights are cheaper that day.
I'm sure. So actually in Finland, it has dedicated one Friday the 13th each year to be National Accident Day, where they raise awareness about safety. And it can be like from on the roads, at home, in the workplace, anything like that. But yeah, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Another kind of fun little tidbit is if a month starts on a Sunday, you will have a Friday the 13th in that month.
Math.
Yeah, so
Nice.
just keep that in your little noggins,
Your noggin.
in your noggies. Another good one, I think, that's kind of cool is Alfred Hitchcock, who obviously is like,
Alfred Hitch what? Hitchcock.
let's move on.
Okay.
Okay. So Alfred Hitchcock was obviously like the father of horror, master of suspense.
Nice. Sounds cool.
And he was also born on a Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Yep. Another person to share that birthday, other famous people, I should say, Fidel Castro.
Okay.
Okay. Probably most important, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
No friggin' way.
Friggin' way.
Oh my gosh.
I
They
know.
were born on Friday the 13th?
Yep.
Both of them?
Both twins, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Listen.
That
and
is
it's-
incredible.
Steve Buscemi.
Buscemi himself?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Steven.
And then, unfortunately, Tupac Shakur died on a Friday the 13th.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Rest in peace. Pour one out for the homies.
that's right. Oh, wait, I forgot one. Most important person, the MVP to be born on Friday the 13th. My own mother.
Oh, perfect.
Rita Bryant, happy birthday.
Shout out.
It is your birthday today, actually, because obviously it's Friday the 13th.
We tried to call you earlier.
Yeah, and you didn't answer. Rude. Anyway, happy birthday,
Call us
Mom.
back when you hear this.
We love you.
Every time you hear this.
All right, I have a few more. Do you want me to keep going?
Sure. What do you got?
They're really simple ones. So one time Mark Twain was invited to be the 13th guest at a dinner party, and he said it was bad luck because they only had food for 12 people.
Okay. That was
Okay.
Was that real? Or
I
was
don't-
that just a joke?
I don't know.
Because I was upset at the fact that he did not have food at this dinner.
I know, right? Like how unfortunate, how unlucky, literally.
Yeah.
The 13th film in the Friday the 13th franchise was released by Paramount in 2017. Was it released on a Friday the 13th? I honestly don't know. Why do I have this on here?
There was 13 of them.
Yeah, dude.
Of
I wonder if that's the final one, if that's why this is on here.
there was 13 Friday the 13th movies.
Yes, and do you know how many? I mean,
Jeez.
how many Halloweens do you think there are at this point? It's like the same thing.
8.
8? Oh, okay.
I completely guessed. I have no idea.
Black Sabbath released its debut album on a Friday the 13th.
There is just so many things happening on Friday the 13th. The biggest thing
So many.
The biggest thing to keep in mind is that it's all what you make it. Let's just start making Friday the 13th an amazing day. Start doing awesome stuff.
Well, I do awesome stuff. I celebrate the fact that it's Friday the 13th,
Yeah, true.
which involves
It is
being
fun.
superstitious,
Right?
watching scary movies,
Popcorn.
eating popcorn
Mm-hmm.
and M&Ms.
Right. And now doing podcasts.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Are we going to do this again next year?
are we going to have better content next
Did
year?
did we use all of our content on
Yes,
this one?
this is everything.
That's okay. We'll just do it all over again.
Okay.
But no.
Okay.
So stay safe out there on Friday the 13th.
That's right.
This was pretty fun, really, just off the cuff.
We just decided we had to bring we had to bring something to the table to
That's
you
right.
guys, to our peculiar people on this peculiar day.
That's right. This day is what we're here for.
Peculiar. That do be the truth.
Peculiar things. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, until next time.
Our peculiar people.
See ya.